Yo, this is Denzel Curry. You're now in tune to the Yada Yada podcast. Brow, get at me.
But you yada over the best part.
Jamz Joe Cornejo from High 103 Jamz, man. Here with a very special guest, man. He in town with Billie Eilish, man. Holding it down Silverstein tonight, man. The one and only Zeltron, a.k.a. Ricky's son, Mr. Denzel Curry.
Shit, this nigga said Ricky's son.
Hey, hold on. Let me do the Miami style.
Yo. Somebody gets it.
Yeah, man. I was dope, man. So let me ask you to start off easy, man. What is it like? How was 2019 for Denzel Curry, man?
2019 full of surprises, you know. Everything's happening at once, you know. Especially when I'm looking at these reviews and shit. I'm just like, God damn, I freestyled all this shit. This shit crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But pretty much it's full of surprises. It's full of like, you know, just good stuff. Just like everything's uplifted. You feel me? I'm on tour with Billy.
Yeah.
You know, I'm about to go on tour with Suicide Boys. We're about to go back to Australia. We're about to go to Europe again. Just do our thing, you know, selling out merch, just doing our thing, you know.
Good year so far.
Yeah, so far.
Picking up where 2018 left off. 2018 was a huge year for you. You dropped Taboo. But now, so I know with Taboo and this album, they're completely different albums. Like,
hell yeah.
On Taboo, it was like, I know you went through a lot of trials and tribulations.
Right.
And on this album, you seem to be having more fun and enjoying yourself, which I think is dope because I've been a fan since Imperial. So to see you have fun and enjoy yourself in your music but still stay Denzel Curry, it's really dope, man. I'm very appreciative of it.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have fun, bro. It's not every moment in your life is bleak, you know. You can't just be like, yeah, I'm dark, emo, hoodie on,
black balloons everywhere.
Yeah, explosion. Like, nah, it's not like that.
Because there was still a light side to Taboo.
Yeah, that was like the first part.
And the middle's still kind of light somewhat.
I mean, nah, it's like it has a little bit of hope.
Yeah, this.
And then everything goes to shit.
Yeah, like now we vengeance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, other than that, nah. But like, it's two different albums. Like Taboo, like I was working on that for like 2 years, so people can't like fault me for like making something in 2 months.
Yeah. Like that's rare from you.
Yeah, I was feeling it, so I made it in 2 months.
Yeah.
You know, and the Taboo, I had to really think, and I was overthinking, and you know, I had to do it again. I had to pick stuff, had to leave out stuff, and just stuff that got rejected, and stuff that stayed in. Yada yada yada.
Yeah. And what was the recording process for the 2 albums? How were they different?
Well, with with Taboo, man, I was coming off of Imperial, and you know, everybody just expected me to do the whole yelling thing because of ULT and Ultimate stuff. And I was just like, you know, I wanted to do an album like that, but I was like, that would be another Imperial if I did that.
Yeah, so, doing the same thing.
Yeah, I wanted to do something different, so I was thinking about like separating them into 3 acts and stuff like that, and how they were going to sound differently and sonically, and how it was still going to be cohesive. So it was a bit tedious when I was working on the whole album and stuff like that. And I just ended up just going in, staying away from the internet, had a mental breakdown, came back from the mental breakdown, kept going, kept working, just kept doing it until we finally got to the ending where it was like, yeah, this is it.
Okay, it's funny you say you had like a mental breakdown, because I remember during your press run for Taboo, you said you had at one point you had to leave home. You had to leave Florida. Because it wasn't nothing good there for you at the time.
Not at the time, no. Nothing good at the time.
But with Zoo, you come back home and make this album for Florida. So what made you want to come back home and do this for Florida?
Well, I left home in the first place because like things wasn't working out for me. You know, like even on the outside looking in, it was like, yeah, you got Imperial, you good, but you got to think about it. People are getting bigger than me. Once people get bigger than you in your own city, people start to try you. And then when you start to get tried, you start to feel alienated, and then you're like, oh, you fell off when you start hating on people. So instead of doing that and going that route and being like, oh, you want to be this and that if it wasn't for me or whatever, and especially since like me and my ex, we wasn't really fucking with each other like that, because I was just like, you know, I was getting treated like a stranger instead of a friend. So I was like, you know what? And me and my brother wasn't even seeing eye to eye. So I was like, all right, that's the knock on the door. I'm looking out, trying to look out for everybody. Nobody trying to look out for me. So I'm just gonna get out.
Get a fresh start.
Yeah.
So when you came back home to make Zoo, how did that feel? Did you feel like rejuvenated?
I mean, yeah. I stayed away from home for a long time to a point where everybody was like, oh man, I miss Denzel, man. Where's Denzel? Where's Denzel? What's Denzel gonna do? What's happening? What's Denzel gonna do? What is he doing? What is he calculating? What is he doing? And at first they didn't care. And then when they started seeing the reception of like Clout Cobain,
that took off.
And like just what I was doing and where I was traveling to, me cutting my hair and just going a different direction. It was like, yo, where is Denzel going right now? It's like he's going off the deep end of his thoughts right now. I never expected to see this out of Denzel.
Yeah.
And then it just went from that, and then dropping Taboo and everybody getting that. you're like, yo, this is a masterpiece, and he left home to do it. So you gotta, you know, isolate yourself sometimes in order to get clarity for certain places and certain things. And coming back home, you know, it was just, I felt homesick with everything that was happening. So it was just like, damn, I stayed in LA too long. Shit getting to me right now. You know, it's kind of depressing. So it got to the point where I was like, I need to go home, travel. I need to go see a therapist. Started seeing therapy. Started just like
you sobered up
using
too,
my
didn't
words. Yeah. Started using my words more and just telling people how I feel instead of like just bottling it up inside. And I just started traveling, and I was just like, man, I never have a place to relax. And then when I went home, that's when I was like, damn, this is what I was missing. You know?
Yeah.
And you could hear it in the music. Before I even went home, I was like making references back home.
Yeah.
Before I even, like, I was subconsciously doing it until I realized I was doing it through my manager. It's like, you always reference something about your home in any of these new records you was making. And I was like, yeah, and I was like, and then it just chalked up to me being homesick.
That's what made you want to go back.
Yeah.
And he's like, we're going to do this for Florida this time.
Yeah,
yeah,
pretty much.
You got a lot of different Florida elements and aspects in your new Zoo album. You got like the shiny 88 Miami Vice style and Wish Wish. You got like the 2 Live Crew influence Shake 88, and then you got like the SpaceGhostPurrp Lo-Fi with Ronnie J on PAT.
Yeah.
So you got all kinds of different elements and influences from Florida and brought them all together, but still gave them your twist.
Yeah, of course. It's my shit.
Yeah.
And then the fans that like don't get it, they're gonna instantly be mad because they're like, this is not taboo, this is not Imperial. Yeah, bitch, because I'm not angry.
Yeah, like we happy that. Like
sad.
life's good.
I'm not sad. Why do you want me to be sad all the time? Just because I'm not sad and you're sad, you gonna get mad at me for not being sad?
Because I'm happy.
I'm good off that. Like, fuck all that, dude.
Yeah, be happy.
Yeah, I'd rather be happy.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of making those albums. It's for me to find happiness or be in the pursuit of it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why I thought it was cool, like, for you to just be happy and enjoy yourself in this new album, because you just having fun with it now. You enjoying, like, your success, everything good that's happened for the last year is carrying over to now. And it's cool to see.
Yeah. Plus, I pulled the DMX, you know, dropping 2 back-to-back fire albums. And, you know what I'm saying? In the span of, like, what, 10, 11 months?
Yeah, very rare for you, too.
Very rare, because usually it takes me, like, a year or 2 to come out with another album.
Yeah.
Well, other than that, it's just, like, I like how everything is being received right now, because the people on the critic side, they get it. They get it. It's right to the point, and which what I intended to be. I wanted to be right to the point, because Imperial was the same way. It was straight to the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But speaking of Come Back Home, you also performed at Rolling Loud this year, Miami. Now, there's a moment there I feel like went under the radar, which was super weird, because in Miami was the Raider Clan reunion. How was it like being on the stage with all them again?
It was good to see Perp just doing his thing again. You know, that was it. It was kind of weird at certain points, to be honest, between a few members.
It's still
because
rough
still rough edges, but you know, we all came there to support Perp. That was our main thing. We came there to support Perp. Even Rob Banks came there to support.
I see that he was there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because I know you've been really embracing your Raider Clan roots as of late, with the Taboo track list being all Raider hieroglyphics. Yeah. You mentioned that we was 3-6 Wu-Tang mixed with Dipset on Ricky, and then you have the Black Land Radio on your album. Yeah. That's a little, which is super dope because it's a homage to SpaceGhostPurrp's Black Land Radio. Yeah. Man. So like, what made you want to embrace your Raider Clan roots again? Well,
it really happened during Taboo, actually. Well, matter of fact, it didn't even happen in Taboo. It actually happened during Imperial, where I went and embraced my Raider Clan roots, because when I was beefing with Perp, I had to use whatever I learned in Raider Clan to go against Perp at that time frame. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, it just collectively, came full circle. Me and Perp became cool again. You know, we was rough around the edges, then we just squashed it all together. Then when it came down to Taboo, it was just thinking about, I was just writing it. I was planning out most of my albums. Zoo was the only one that's not really like super planned, but it still had a plan to it when we started talking amongst ourselves. But with Taboo, I wanted to come up with my own hieroglyphics to pay homage to what went down back in the day, you know, with the changing your A's to B's and stuff like that. But instead, we changed our B's to 13s and our like I's to 1s. Yeah, that was how we did our thing, and we changed our S's to Z's. Yeah, on Perks. Yeah. And that was like my form of hieroglyphics, of taboo-glyphics, you know what I mean? So it was paying homage to Perp, and especially the dark half, because Perks, I even mentioned that player shit, that Raider shit still running through my blood. You know what I'm saying? because I wrote majority of that I wrote out of sadness, confusion, and anger. But packaging it all together, you got to see like this is what it is. And it was like, why you spell it all so weird? And it's like you don't understand.
Yeah.
And then the fans that been there since day one, it was like, oh,
That's Raider hieroglyphics.
Raider.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a fucking Raider. You guys don't know about that shit? Like there'd be shows where old Raider Clan members would open up, and then it was like, how does Kid know Denzel? And it was like, these kids really don't know.
And that's the thing, because like the internet age, time moves so fast. And so like 2012, 13, that's like 7 years ago, but that's like 20 years in the internet age. So I feel like with people, they kind of, like if you don't keep up with the times of the artists, you kind of get left behind and you kind of get left out of history. So I feel like SpaceGhostPurrp are artists that if you don't really know, you just kind of forget about them. But for people that know, they understand how truly impactful he was, not only to like your career, but to the Florida scene in general.
But just you like Raider Clan impacted the whole industry. Period. I say Raider Clan, ASAP, GBE, Odd Future, they all impacted the whole game. Yeah. Like
they movements was something. Like they
crazy.
Movements was special. Yeah.
No, they were all special. Even, like people like Lil B, Young Lean, like all these guys, Sesh All the Water Boys. But there was like past Raider Clan members and Raider Clan affiliates.
Yeah. People that or around the clan.
Yeah. That was around the clan. Like, and majority of those people that I named were around the clan. Maybe minus GBE because they wasn't around.
They was in Chicago, right?
Yeah, they was Chicago.
Yeah.
But you know, like, most of them knew Fredo though.
Yeah.
So
like that's crazy to think about, because all that like ASAP Mob, Raider Clan, GB, like that was all around the same time.
Even
period.
Beast Coast.
Yeah, like they was coming up in 2012 too.
Yeah.
Like there was really like a movement going on there.
Yeah, there were several movements and everybody knew at least one person from each one. Yeah. Like me and Kirk Knight was friends before me and Joey was friends. We was friends on Facebook.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's crazy. I was friends with Kirk Knight on Facebook. I was friends with Vince Staples on Facebook.
Nice.
Majority of these guys I was friends with on Facebook. ASAP Nas, I was friends with him on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like before any of us blew up.
And you guys all had that affiliation through one way or another. Like
yeah. And you had to also cut ties because Perk and Rocky was beefing.
Yeah. So that had to fall out.
Yeah.
But could you break down this real quick, just like the importance of SpaceGhostPurrp, not only to your career, but also to the Florida scene that's still being felt today?
I mean, all that distorted, crazy shit that you hear, that evil 666 shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Perk. You know, bringing that researchers of Memphis, but bringing it to Miami and putting this on spin on it. And like giving that dark flavor to it. Because he was like, Miami's dark music, bro. You can listen to Rick Ross and shit. What he's talking about, drugs, killings, and all types of shit.
Yeah, but he does it like a flossy way.
Yeah, and then you listen to Trick Daddy's the same shit, but it's more in the gutter way, like a hood way. Kodak Black, same shit. You know, you listen to all that stuff, and it's just like, okay, when we actually be like on some dark shit, we gonna bring you some dark shit. That's some devil shit. Like that's some 666 shit.
Yeah.
And when he made Blackland Radio 66.6, that was because his friend died. You know, like, and that's what triggered him to make what he made.
So it all came, just all brought the sound full circle.
Yeah, and he was just like, just give him the fun, give him the darkness, and then I ended up doing it. Simi ended up doing it, and the rest of Raider Clan did.
Yeah. So the impact's still being felt. Yeah. Yeah, because like everybody's on that dark shit now.
Everybody's on it.
Yeah,
now.
everyone's sad,
everyone's
angry, everyone's dark. Yeah, especially with the 666 influence.
It's just like the people that we spawned carried it over.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people that we spawned carried it over, and you could watch that in the new underground. Yeah. Like most of these kids would describe their style as like, oh, it's like post Ruben Slick or post Raider Clan style or post Metro Zoo or some shit. Like they'll say stuff like that, and we're just like, you know, we was in high school making this shit, bro.
Just having fun.
Yeah. And then before it became serious, and Threats was when it became serious.
When you robbed Banks and when Ronnie J? Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that was the first Ronnie J record that went off.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a crazy record. Y'all performed that together at Rolling Loud for the first time, right?
Yeah.
2015?
Yeah, that was 2015.
That was a moment.
That was a moment. And when we did the Zeltron versus Zombies thing, and we had to use that against
the Flatbush.
Yeah.
Man, hey, that concept was crazy, man. I love that concept because y'all just like, y'all styles fit that whole idea and concept perfectly.
Yeah, I just found, you know, me and Flatbush, like, because, you know, which I don't know, I'm part of Beast Coast as well.
Why don't you on the album, bro?
Because, like, I'm like, okay, you know the Power Rangers, right? Yeah. Alright, I'm like that one Power Ranger that didn't want to be a Power Ranger but became a Power Ranger, but like that lone Power Ranger then eventually helped the Power Rangers, like, stop everybody and shit.
He'll come in when he needs to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the White Ranger or the Green Ranger or the Quantum Ranger or some shit.
Yeah.
Or the Gold Ranger.
Okay.
I know what that is.
Yeah.
But, yeah, bro, that's how it is Beast Coast, because I went on tour with the Underachievers. I went on tour with Joey Badass. And then me and Flatbush was talking about going on tour together, but it was like it was too many Beast Coast people we went on tour with.